everybody. My name's JJ, and I'm the screamer for End and Echoes.
I am JT. I'm the drummer for End and Echoes.
I'm Todd. I play lead guitar in such band.
I'm Jesse, and I play bass in End and Echoes.
And I, Benjamin Rockhow, am the clean vocalist of said band, End and Echoes.
It took us about 4 months before we finally settled on Beauty and Chaos, which was one of the first titles we came up with. But everyone was just like, for 4 months or so, we just went back and forth between, do we like Beauty and Chaos? Oh, here's another name we could try. No, not that. Okay, Beauty. No, there's this other name. And we just did that for months. And then finally it was like, guys, we're about to go into studio next week. We need to decide what the name of this album is going to be.
But the name fit, so it worked out.
And so, yeah, we finally settled on Beauty and Chaos.
Oh, that was pretty monumental. Hi.
Yeah, the release show.
The release show was on September 26th.
Yes, sir.
And it was in Lakewood, Ohio at the Foundry. And it was sold out. It was a really good turnout. Who all played?
We had Ola Mesa. Orwellian was supposed to play, but they had to drop off the show.
The guitar player broke his arm.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
the
know
only
that.
way.
We had Ola Mesa, Advance on Thermopylae, Aurora, Set Sail to March, and us, obviously. And yeah, it was a killer show. We had, by the time the show even started, there were about 50 people just standing around in the parking lot waiting to get in.
Maybe more than that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And then, like, the crowd just kept getting bigger, more and more people filtering in, and by the time we went on stage, the room was packed.
All of our moms were there. Except AT's, I'm sorry. She was in Florida. She was there in spirit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was...
When we played, it was weird because we didn't think that anybody really knew most of our songs, and half of our set, people were singing all the lyrics with us.
Yeah, that's never happened to me.
Yeah,
I've never
me
played
either.
to a crowd that actually knew what we were saying. It was enlightening.
It was
Especially me.
It was a CD release show. How did they know the lyrics at the CD release? Did they already Pirate Bay the album?
I don't know how it happened, but it happened, and I'm not complaining.
I mean, it was cool. I mean, Kingsgrave, people went crazy on that song because it was the single, and everybody knew every single word to that entire song, and that it was, I don't know, everybody was almost louder than you were.
Yeah.
Good.
It was pretty awesome.
Next time I'll try to utilize them.
It's more about the CD release show real quick. It was set up by Bravo Artist Productions.
Fantastic.
Mike Tata, who works at Agora offices with Bravo Artists, he did a phenomenal job of setting that show up, of promoting it. Like, every single day I'd get onto Facebook and I'd see something from Mike Tata about the End and Echoes CD release show. So major props to him. It would not have been the show that it was without him.
Thank you.
And the Foundry as well, big thanks to them because Leo Spanuski, he works for the Foundry, one of the best sound guys we've had.
He made it sound amazing.
We sounded fantastic that night, so big thank you to him and to the Foundry as well because it's just a great venue. The Foundry was amazing.
Well, we recorded in Studio D in downtown Cleveland behind the Agora, in the Agora offices. It was with Don DiBiase and Jeremy Stimpert. We called Jeremy Stimpert the sound gooderizer.
The sound
Gooderizer.
Yeah. we started referring to him as Don Jeremy the unit, but they didn't really take too fondly on it.
I thought they would appreciate that.
Right.
We stayed in their studio. They let us stay there for 2 weeks to cut the album, and it was a very unique experience that I've never had. None of us have ever had. Being living in just a music world, and not have to worry about doing any other normal 9 to 5 stuff, you know. Like,
The studio
We were
had like
completely consumed.
had like a bunk area with like 4 like huge like queen size bunks. Not queen size,
No,
but
they were like twin
they
size.
were like
They
the
were-
bigger size of the studio bunks. Then there was like a mini theater.
theater seating, big
And then there
screen
was a
TV,
kitchen.
like,
Those
yeah.
couches,
games.
dude. Those couches.
But they
Oh
let
my
you
God,
relax
those
when you're
couches.
trying to make music, and that's what's important. You know, you don't want to go into the studio having a clouded head. Like, I think
Yeah.
that was what was pretty cool.
We got up
Yeah.
at 11, recorded at like 12, went to bed at like midnight, and did that for like 2 weeks straight. And got a lot done.
Went to bed at midnight.
I was being very generous with our bedtime.
Yeah. We like late nights. There were a couple of times where, like, there were a couple of shows that we got invited to go into. There was one show, Psychosis, that was free, and so we just kind of walked into that. And then one night we were sitting outside. It was probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock, somewhere around there. And the owner of the Agora and some of the staff walked by, asked us if we want to get into this MXPX show.
It was sold
which
out.
was so
Awesome.
It was
It
a
was so
killer
good.
show. MXPX. If anyone who's watching this hasn't seen MXPX, do so because they put on a show, man. So after the show ended, we kind of just walked around the Agora and toured the building and got to see all of the little nooks and crannies that.
Yeah, not everybody gets to see.
Yeah.
We're friends with a lot of people there, and they kind of hooked it up. Got to meet a lot of people that work there.
A lot of nice people. You know,
A lot of awesome people at the Agora.
The stage coordinator for the theater, his name's Mike. He's pretty cool dude.
He's been there for a while. Right?
Yeah, he's been there for a while. But yeah.
He's like, you guys remind me of Guns N' Roses in there.
Guns N' Roses
thing?
of all the bands in the world.
We reminded of Guns N' Roses.
Might be a compliment. Might be a warning.